We're looking at Marvel Legends. We have the WandaVision figure of the Scarlet Witch. Now, they've been putting Scarlet Witch on the box for Wanda's figures in this line before, but only really now should it really have been referred to as the Scarlet Witch. She has the full comic book inspired costume, and even referenced in the show as the Scarlet Witch. Never happened in any of the movies before now. Did you notice that? So we'll open it up, talk about Wanda and this figure. So let's open it up. It's referencing the Disney Plus TV show on the box that it wasn't from a movie, but it is all connected. This is like the first Marvel Legends figure I found in a long time in a store. It's been a long time since I found a figure in the store. So we have a Captain America Build-A-Figure piece here. We'll have to put all that together later. Get subscribed so you don't miss that video where I put all the pieces together with the Captain America figure. Scarlet Witch figure here comes with these translucent kind of power effect hands. I'm blasting them with light here, so they're looking a lot lighter here, but they're actually a fairly solid kind of translucent red. And so then the figure comes with the regular hands, but with these also translucent power effects just kind of go around the arms. So you can really kind of switch her up here, really using her powers a lot. Make sure the joints are in line before you start moving around. Sometimes in the packaging, figures aren't set up quite right. So she's got not a cape, but kind of her jacket that she's been having in the films for a long time. Gonna get that effect there. So that's gonna limit some of the leg movement you can do with her. The hair is wide and big, so that's gonna block some head movement and things. But she'll have full range of the arms other than being blocked by her hair. The torso piece goes way back and twists around a lot. But the face looks really great. Really looks like Elizabeth Olsen a lot. Oh my, we have a little smearing there on the shoulder. Watch out for that. Oh my. So honestly, the costume is pretty much dead on with the show, other than, say, like maybe the sleeves are longer here on the figure than what was really on the show, and then these kind of arrow horizontal stripes were kind of silver in the show. These are just tiny details that, you know, am I going to look at this figure on the shelf and go, it doesn't have those dang silver lines? Like, not really. I don't get hung up on little details like that. Maybe if I was paying some ridiculous like $100 super collector figure and it didn't have the right details, I'd kind of be going, why am I paying this? Because but these are just kind of retail price, you know, collector figures sold in stores, you know, at a reasonable price point. So if she just has slightly longer sleeves and there's a line or two missing, it's not that big of a deal, especially considering the incredibly accurate face and everything else going on here. We can switch the hands, get these effect swirls on here, make it really look like it's really starting up her abilities here. And of course, you could mix and match. You could just have one hand having the effect like she's doing one of her kind of hexes. Because I do like these hands, though, just the regular, because it has a really good texture on it as well. So finally, she's kind of referred to as the Scarlet Witch, just always as her name in the comics. They'd never done that in the movies yet. And she always just kind of had a costume that generally matched up with it, with just like kind of the red motif and the kind of jacket being the cape kind of thing, but never like a full tiara or anything like that. The swirls stay on very loosely, but that kind of makes it so you can kind of place it where you want to. If you want it in the hands that something's just going to toss a blast, or you can just leave it around the wrists. It just kind of depends what exactly detail you want showing off her abilities like that. I don't know why exactly all of her Marvel Legends figures before this have been incredibly difficult to find and have always ended up being very expensive. I didn't think she was that most sought after of a character and everything, especially considering they didn't even make Quicksilver that she was introduced with. I guess maybe she grew in popularity from Civil War, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure why exactly those figures went up so much in price. So I'd imagine if you see this one, you'll probably want to get it, because I think it's probably going to lead to people grabbing this one up as well, especially since she's in her a little more comic book accurate attire as well. I was dumbfounded when it was sitting there on the shelf. I was like, I wasn't able to get a pre-order on it, so usually that's how I gift to get everything. Our stores never stock anything, so not this time. So I don't know, maybe she was more popular of a character than I thought, because it did lead to her getting her own TV show. So that's great. Then hopefully after getting this kind of costume, we'll see her in a lot more Avengers movies, doing all sorts of stuff. I love the way they hinted about that she kind of had her powers all along, and it just kind of got woken up by the Infinity Stone in the show, and showing that image of what was essentially herself kind of like coming towards her once she was introduced to the stone that way. So this might be the costume we see going forward in movies too, maybe with a few adjustments here or there, but this might be better for even longer than just the TV show appearance. I'm sure some people would still like her kind of Halloween costume version, where it's kind of the cheaper version of this, you know, just trying to be a domestic household costume, saying she was a Sokovian witch or something like that, until she got this full, you know, full-on superhero costume. So get subscribed and open up all my other Marvel Legends and other collectibles here. That way I can see you in the next video.